morning. Today I am accompanying Josh, my husband. He has a photo walk group, and today they're meeting up, I believe it's in a park, and they have set up like a outdoor gallery. And today I brought my old film because most of the group is film photography group, and whenever I bring in the digital I feel kind of looked at. So this is an old film camera. It's Nikon F3, and let's see if I can take any good photos on that walk. I broke my tripod. I was planning to take some behind the scene footages for you, and my tripod just broke. I have to try to see if I can find Josh and make him hold my camera so I can do some footages of myself. Except for that couple shots initially I got, I haven't been able to shoot much because they're walking so fast. I'm glad that I can get my steps, but this is way too fast of a walk. If you're like stopping by to take some photos, you're definitely gonna fall behind. I don't know what is the purpose of walking so fast. Maybe it's getting so hot they want to make sure that we're not going to be out here for a long time. But we're walking to the final bridge where they have all of the pictures. So the walk is over. At the end of the walk, they had some vendors out here. I think their photo walk group is growing and more people are joining, and it's so super fun to see it growing, and then also witnessing Josh just finding his community, and he's finding a group of people that are passionate in the same hobby that he has. It's really heartwarming to see that. There were several opportunities for me to do a really cute self-portraits out here. I wish my tripod had survived the day that I could have done that. Anyways, this is it for now. We have had an invitation to take some photos at a wedding venue. They're having a what do you call it, like an expo, a bridal expo. It's just kind of like an open house for potential brides to come in this venue and meeting the venue, taking a look at it, and being interested if and potentially see if they're interested to get their wedding at the venue. We've shot a wedding there a while back, but we kept in touch, and so they invited us to go there. So we're gonna get home after this and head out to the venue. And they said they also have a model to take some photos. I think they might need it for their social media, so that's the next thing we're gonna be doing today. And I'll take you along. Right now we're so dehydrated, it's so hot, and just need to get hydrated and get some food, and then we can head out home. I just learned also how to take self-portrait with this camera. This is fun. I'm gonna set it up and I'll see if I can take a portrait really quickly here. These days, I've come so much into wanting to have prettier nails, and I don't know where that's coming from, but I am noticing that I don't know the skills to do the nails properly. And I have a lot of nail equipments because this is not my first time getting into this hobby, but I have such bad nail bed and super sensitive all over, so I worked really hard to work on my vitamin intake and getting that taken care of, and I feel like my nail has gotten stronger, so we're ready to learning the nail styling and design. Though one thing that I've noticed is that it requires so much practice, so I try to practice it on my nail today. So I try to do different colors, and I've purchased nail powder dips. I find nail powder, the dipping powder, much easier than gel. With gel, I feel like you need to have really steady hands, and I don't, and that made it very difficult for me to have really smooth like brushes. But I feel that the dipping powder is a little bit more gentler. Also, when it's lifting and it's coming off, it doesn't damage as much as my gel experience has been. The problem is that I need to sit down and actually practice because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm learning as I go, which may not be the best idea. For example, what's happened here is that I wanted to have different color, and this color turned out to be such a crazy blue, which is not something that I wanted to do. And I put a jewel design on here, and oh my gosh, it's been so bad, and I'm trying to get it right after I got it cured off, and it might not be the best idea because it just got cured and it's still fresh, and getting it off is so difficult. So for this hand, I got a chance to know like not to do this, but I feel like I really need to sit down and just have practice nights. I don't even know what color goes well with what. You know, when you look in Pinterest or on Instagram, the nail designers and nail manicurist artists have such intricate designs and all the colors are working so well. But when you're buying a whole bunch of things, you don't know how they actually would look in reality if your products are, you know, that way. And you know, after curing, you realize that, and it might be actually very late. So that is my story. Also, I have such a big problem with how to store all of these little items. Oh my gosh, and that's because I don't have just this as a hobby. I have so many hobbies. Being a childless person in the 40s, I've had enough time to accumulate a lot of different hobbies, and I don't have enough room for everything. So my current storage option is really needing some revamping. So I was thinking today I'll go get some storage options. I need to sit down and figure out how many I need, what sizes would I need. Ideally, I want to kind of have the same idea as my makeup kit, where I would have like one container for just getting started. It would have like the mask, it would have my safety glasses, and one for all the equipment, where I would have like this light set, you know, lamp, and then the drill. So those are like the equipment container, and one for all the brushes, because I've been, you know how it is on Amazon, you buy one thing and they give you a lot of gifted items. So I have a lot of brushes that I got. Look, these are a lot of brushes, and I have them in this container, but I don't see what's in there. So ideally a container with all of the brushes and all of the tools like this, so I can see what's happening, and then one for all of the jewels that I've bought a whole bunch of like decorative items over the years. It's driving me crazy having to dig into a situation that I have right now is not the best. So I am hoping I can go to the store and get some containers and have that situation figured out. This is not coming off. I got half of this out, but yeah, I learned a lesson. And I also think I might need to get an album where I could have my nail designs saved, so I can kind of like collect them as I go. I think that would be fun. Anyways, we're starting a new hobby and I don't have even time for this, but I don't know why. I just want to be hands-on and creative. There's a piece of me that whenever I want to do something artistic, I feel that I want it to be practical, like makeup, you know, something you can wear and go outside and do your business, get married, I don't know, attend somebody's wedding, go get like really nice photos in the makeup. So if I'm doing art, I want it to be something wearable, something practical. Yeah, that's my mindset behind things. I feel like we might need to do another sort of drill on this. I don't want to, don't really like using the drill. Yeah, when you're a rookie and you're a beginner, you make a lot of mistakes and it takes forever until you find your groove. This is a sign to just be patient and keep on grinding. This is all of my nail items, and I feel like they're not fitting in correctly. I think the best way, instead of having containers like this, would be having individual items and organizing them based on their functions and labeling them. Over here I have all of my prep items, and I don't think that's the best way to go about it either. And this is all of my dip powders. I bought them very cheap from Amazon. It's like $9 for 20 of them, something crazy. But it just grew overnight. So yeah, that's what I need to figure out. Doing well. It's been a while since I got my nails done and I cleaned up my nail organizer kit. I have really terrible nails. I removed them and I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do my nails. I was told to try the nail tips. I was told that that's the best way to go about the nails. I really like the powder, I have to say. Thing is, when I have to remove them though, I still feel it damages my nail bed a lot. So I'm gonna try today the nail tips and see how long that will last and if it really is healthier for my nails than the dip. So we'll figure out. Oh, by the way, the reason why I'm using a brush is that I feel like the products that I'm using as I'm getting older, so it has a lot of chemicals in it, and you know, they're usually, I don't know if it has retinols or products are thinning the cells on your skin, so it does the same thing on my fingers, and my fingers are becoming so sensitive. So for that reason, I don't use my fingers anymore. I try to be a little bit more diligent when touching the creams on my face. So the brush is the best way, and I for that reason I also try not touch the products on the back of my hands, because that also feels like it's becoming my skin sensitive. So yeah, I use all my skin products now with a brush and it feels a lot better and only does what it needs to do on my skin, on my face, not anywhere else. I feel like I also need to start putting stuff on my neck area to get all the benefits there as well. But something that I have purchased a while back and I didn't get a chance to use them is this CosRx combo. It's a vitamin C, and this one is the sunscreen, and it's all flipped so you can't even see. So it's this combo. I've bought it a while back. It had good reviews on Amazon, and I didn't get to use it because I was using other things, but finally I finished up my products and I got to use them. And I have to say that I like it, especially if I use it under the makeup. I feel that it really helps with the pore situation. And oh, I also got this one's poreless power liquid for 2-in-1. So I guess maybe that helps with the pores. But yeah, I'm using new products now and I'm excited about them. And this is a retinol CosRx. So I'm trying CosRx. Yeah, try and see if I like it. So far so good. I feel like it's a drugstore product in South Korea, so it's not considered like the top of the line. But I feel like even the lowest level brands in South Korea, they have so much better benefits for your skin than the regular drugstore products here in the US. Because of the demand, there is a lot higher for the products than it is here in the States. How I clean the brush afterwards, I have a Japanese makeup brush cleaner. I really like this. It really works to get all the oils out, and
use it for all of my makeup. Brushes for my customers, had no problem with it. So just do a little bit to clean it off, and then right after I get this alcohol 70% and I splash all over it with alcohol and let it dry out. And my kit like to come back. Yeah, I use the same thing with my palette as well. Get the oil out and I splash it with alcohol and let it dry out. And then once it does, I put it in this plastic kit because I don't want dust or anything to sit on it. And same thing with my brush. It has a lid so it closes down. So I don't want it to get, let me see, something like this. So it closes out so that way I can protect my brushes from having dust or anything else sitting over them. So that's what I do. Well, let's go get some nail tips. It's really bad, my nails right now, so I need to cut them, and I want to try the nail tips and see if I have better results than just doing powder dip. I had such great nails before I started doing the dips. It's the thing with the nails for me. I feel like it could be that I'm playing with it a lot and I pull them out sooner than I have to, but it's okay. We'll find a way that might work for me as well. This is a situation for my nail kits right now. They're organized underneath my sink and I haven't labeled them, but I can kind of tell. This one over here has all of the starter cleaning, clipping, all of those stuff. And today we're gonna do the tip, and I have a box here with all the tips right here. So we're gonna do that. This is a glue that was recommended to use for the nail tips, so I'm gonna use that. This is all of my nail polishes, and I also went and got like some basic colors so I can mix and match my own, so I might try that. And over here I have all of my brushes. It's all of the tools and brushes. So this is all the boxes I'm going to be taking to use. Okay, I don't remember when I started. It didn't take that long. I'm still learning, so I believe if I keep doing what I'm doing, I can bring down the time. Look at my nails. Aren't they pretty? So I decided to do the dips because it was so thin. So the nail tip by itself was pretty thin and I wanted to build it up. So I thought like it would be quick to just do the dip. But I don't like the top coat on the dip powders, so I used a regular UV cured top. So it looks pretty good right now. I'll see how that goes and how long that would last, and if it's healthier for my nails having glued on tips versus doing all of that on my natural nails. I don't know. We're about to experiment with that, and I will keep you updated on that. But typically for me, when I get the nails done, it would only last me a week. My feet last longer, but on my nails, a week and a half. I don't know whether I touch water a lot or I type a lot. I don't know. Like something about my lifestyle doesn't help to last nails as long. And that's why I tend to want to do it myself, because if I go and spend a lot of money and it won't last. So it's not really economical, because at least when you're spending a good amount, you want it to last up to 3 weeks or a month, and that's not the case for me. But I like it. I like the colors, and it's really pretty and summery, so I'm really happy and excited. I just hope that it lasts longer, and when it comes off, it doesn't damage my nails much. So those are the goals. I finally found my energy, and I'm kind of pushing myself as well because I want to wrap this video. And so I went on Amazon and I looked for a nail book, and this is just a color book like this. And what I liked about it was a little bit more expensive than the other ones, is because you can lift this off afterwards, and once you have the colors, just the samples of your nail polishes, you can put them on your nails so you can see like a variety of different colors, what that looks like with your skin tone. Which for someone like me, that my skin tone changes all the time. In the summer and winter, I have different shades. So this is a plus. So that's one thing that I liked. But I bought it especially because I bought a whole bunch of powder dips, and they were super cheap. Like for $9, I got like about 10, 12, which is this one. Another, I think $10, I got these bottles. But I've noticed that it's not like nail polish that these colors are exactly what you would think they are. So I have tried, like I would look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have this nail color, and you wouldn't. I've noticed that with the dips, you will get a completely different color that does not look anything close to this. Maybe you need to do multiple layers of dips to get closer to this. But my usual is 3 because I don't like for it to be so thick, you know, like every time that you put it in the dip, so it adds into one layer on top. So if you do 3, it's already pretty high and thick. So I won't go over 3. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do, to create like a swatch system and number those bottles as well. So then it would make it easier for me to get my nails done quicker. I have all of my supplies here, so I'm going to be taping them with a numbering system. So that is what I'm going to be doing now. I'll show you the results.